So we understand that Favor has been acquired by Gravitas, is
Yes.
that right? Okay. Can you tell us about sort of who courted whom and...
I went after Gravitas, actually.
Oh, okay. The pursuer.
I did. Well, what's great about Gravitas and Film Buff, and I think Go Digital as well, is a bunch of them, they're not really, they're distributors in name only, they're really aggregators. Although they're starting, as these companies grow, they are becoming more distributory. But what they do is they essentially, they function as an intermediary between Hulu, iTunes, Netflix, pay-per-view cable companies, Showtime, basically companies where they don't want to deal with individual filmmakers. You have to go through a distributor. What they do is you get from $1 all the revenue minus their distribution fee, which is great. They're not trying to recoup costs. They do have a clause to recoup costs, but it's capped very low. It's super reasonable. It's ridiculously low. It's like office costs. And that way you're guaranteed, at least as the film generates income, you're seeing something from the first transaction, which is very different than a traditional distributor where they may or may not give you an advance. And they're going to take everything until they recoup costs, and then you never see a dime. So I think Gravitas has a good reputation first of all, do your research. Go to your Apple TV or iTunes and go to the indie movies. And every Tuesday and every Friday when they post new trailers and post new movies, and see what's coming out. Look at the trailers, see who the companies are. That's what I did. And Gravitas was consistently present. And they had a nice wide range of stuff they were releasing. Documentaries, foreign films, indies that were about the same size as Favor, indies that were a lot bigger than Favor. They had a good spread. And in dealing with them, they're very honest, very laid back, and they don't overpromise. That said, with a company like this, you are responsible for most of your advertising and publicity. They do some of it, but not very much. They do it as it pertains to the platforms they're on. They'll work with you on the trailer, they'll put the trailer on iTunes, they'll put the ads on iTunes, they'll fight for the best placement they can, but you're not going to see advertising, they're not going to place any advertising on comingsoon.net or anything like that. That will be up to you. So it is up to you to sort of run the charge, but it will be up to you anyway, even with a distributor that's doing advertising, because unless you're working something with a big boy, they're going to do as little as possible as well. Gravitas, Film Buff, they're honest. We're not responsible for marketing or advertising. You are. We'll do some, but here's what we're going to do. But they've been really great to deal with, and they're really cool about your timetable, your schedule, the fact that you have to do delivery to them. You deliver elements to them and contracts, and you have to get insurance and all those things. But they're really cool about how long it takes to get those things done, and they do find ways to get you the best prices for things, which is terrific. They make, for example, closed captioning. You have to get closed captioning. They have a closed captioning deal, so you can get really reasonable closed captioning done, and basically you just pay the fee and turn the movie over, and it's set up to take care of everything. You can get your own done, but I researched it. It's a lot more expensive. Use their guys, and you literally hand them over the movie. Dialogue lists, everything's all taken care of, and it's delivered for you. And you own it. So if you go to DVD, which they only handle VOD and digital rights for us, if you go to DVD with a different company, you own that closed caption. You can take that element and apply it to your DVD or Blu-ray or foreign or whatever else you need to do. They're also really great about dealing with helping develop your trailer and just getting on the phone and just running past ideas. We're doing something called the April Favor Day campaign, because we're coming out on April 1st. And we had an idea about, and we're doing a whole promotion for it, and basically saying, we want you to try to, if you're going to rent our film or buy it on iTunes, can you do it on April 1st? Because we want to try to get onto the iTunes sales charts or rental charts. Because if we do, we're far more visible, and it really impacts the way the movie's perceived. It'll help us moving forward with Netflix, with Showtime. It'll get us in front of a lot more eyeballs. It can snowball into the success we want the film to be just by that simple act of getting on iTunes. And so we ran that idea past them. Like, that's great. Well, we'll make sure we run your promo video. Make sure we do this. Make sure do it this way. Try this. And we're able to kind of refine the idea with them on the phone. It cost them, 10-minute phone call, and we're now kind of more empowered to do what we need to do. So they're sort of they're sort of cool. They're sort of cool. I like them.